Welcome to a special edition of Sunday Night Basketball here on 2K Sports. Along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson. And we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look at the starters for the Bulls. Collin Sexton out there with Tre Jones. Then there's Isaac Okoro. Then there's Zach Collins. And it's Buzelis in at the 4. And for the Warriors, Green out there with Mitchell Robinson. Then there's DeAnthony Melton. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Moody in at small forward. A lot of the talk coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
Now here's Curry. Melton outside. Down low. Stolen by Collins. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. Here's Sexton. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle.
And the quickness is unmatched. Tough for defenders to check Sexton. I mean, he just draws the contact right there.
The first free throw is good. And you look at Collin Sexton. Puts points on the board, Grant, and does it efficiently.
Well, B.A., unfortunately, he gives some of that back on the other end of the floor. But there's always a place in this league for guys who can fill it up.
Now here's Melton. To the middle. Here's Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
With how much Draymond moves in the offensive end, Green gets a lot of dunk opportunities.
Chicago with the ball. Outside Sexton. Curry against Jones. Pass to Collins. Clock at 6. That's good from Jones. And the assist by Collins.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Curry against Jones. Curry passes to Melton. And there's the foul. It's on Collin Sexton. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Melton. Shot clock at 6. It's hauled in by the Bulls. First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Green with the defensive effort.
It's one thing to prevent the layup. It's another to do it without fouling. Just terrific defense.
Screen by Robinson. Green finds Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
One of the all-time great passing big men. Green opens up so many opportunities for this offense.
And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. Outside Sexton. Here's Buzelis. Melton covers. Pass to Jones. Collins a screen. To the paint. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Curry passes to Moody. Over Okoro. Moody misses.
He just couldn't finish the job that time. And too bad, because it was a nice look.
Collins outside. Inside. Here's Buzelis. Oh, and that one, no question. Powered it down.
And the defense has to offer more resistance. Can't let guys like Buzelis get this close to the rim.
Robinson against Collins. The kick out. Curry. Pure from three-point range. It's a tie ball game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Now here's Okoro. Back to Jones. Collins a screen. Launches a 3. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. The Warriors have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. And here's Melton. Yet to see a basket. Screen by Robinson. Left side, Green. Golden State needs to get off a shot. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Bulls have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Well, Grant, you look at the Bulls, middling on both ends. What's their biggest need?
You know, B.A., I think it's length and athleticism. You can't have enough of those type of players in today's game. You look at their activity stats, the steals, offensive rebounds, very much in need of a boost.
And dialing into our broadcast remotely, I'm told we have Shams Charania here with a special report. Shams, take it away.
Thanks, and I've got the story now on the activity for the Boston Celtics. They're clearly excited to acquire Luka Doncic, a massive addition to their squad. They'll count on Luka having the ball in his hands quite a bit, whether it's scoring or playmaking. Doncic provides massive value for this offense. The whole league is talking about this move. It's buzzing. Can't wait to see how it turns out.
Good stuff there, Shams. Thanks for keeping us in the loop. And so here is Chicago. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. 5 on the clock. Jones finds Collins. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball. And Curry's got the ball here for the Warriors. They've been on a heater of late. 7 wins in a row.
You can feel the energy in the air around this team. They know they are on a roll, and they are committed to keeping it going as long as they can.
Here's Buzelis. To the inside. That's good, and it's Jones with the assist. Buzelis has got his second basket of the game.
Just good, aggressive play by Buzelis, not shying away from some physicality inside.
On the wing, Curry fires the 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And some changes here for the Warriors. OG Anunoby's checked in for Green. And Spencer's subbed in for Melton. Then for Chicago, Anthony Simons comes in for Okoro. And it's Josh Giddey in for Jones. Outside Giddey. Chicago passing it around. Pass to Buzelis. The 3 ball. The rebound by Moody. The Warriors trailing. Outside Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Buries it from 3. Curry's got 6.
That is the sharpest weapon in Curry's arsenal. Most times you assume any three-point shot he gets up is going in.
Pass to Simons. Six on the shot clock. The 3. Three-pointer, Buzelis. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Here's Spencer. Checked by Sexton. Outside Anunoby. Over Buzelis. And Anunoby gets it to go. And it's a 3-point Warrior lead.
Yeah, control, poise, and just great stuff from OG.
Here's Giddey. And here's Collins for 3. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
What's not to like? He's been really good so far. Good start.
Golden State has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Spencer. Checked by Sexton. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Giddey. After the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will have it.
Boy, that was bad. It was like they were running different plays.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Post is checked in for Robinson. Williams comes in for Moody. And it's Curry in for Stephen Curry. Then for Chicago, Smith, he's checked in for Collins. Miller comes in for Buzelis. And Williams is subbed in for Sexton. And the Warriors making a switch here. Curry's checked in. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Simons. From downtown, the rebound by Post. The Warriors leading. Curry with it. Turned in an outstanding game against Utah. Curry surveys. 3 seconds left. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Warriors lead by 4. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Warriors on top, leading by 4. And we'll be back in just a minute with the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
The ball movement has been outstanding so far. They've come out of the gate looking for that extra pass.
You have to like the fact that they're not settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
They've got Williams. He's out there with Quentin Post. Seth Curry is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Spencer in at the point guard position. That's the group for Golden State as we kick off the second quarter. Now here's Curry. Down low. Post. Drops in the layup for 2.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Giddey passes to Simons. Back to Giddey. There's the drive. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Once Giddey saw his opening, he took advantage. I mean, defenders just could not keep up.
You know, Richard, the Warriors have the 3rd most championships after the Lakers and Celtics.
Yeah, 2 of those came as the Philadelphia Warriors, though, including the first NBA championship back in 47. And then they had the one with Rick Barry in 75. But most people know about their rings from the last decade or so in this dynasty.
Post taking 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Well, most NBA teams run their offense through their star player. But, Grant, that can leave a team vulnerable when that player has an off night.
You know, in a strange way, it's almost better if your star is out of the game. I know that sounds weird, but those complementary players get increased opportunities and are emboldened to do more. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Curry. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And he makes it. Curry's gotten his second bucket.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Giddey scanning the floor. Pass to Simons. Miller, a screen on Curry. Inside. Howard down after the assist led him to the lane.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. The Chicago Bulls retiring the jersey of hometown hero and former league MVP Derrick Rose. His coach with the Bulls, Tom Thibodeau, said, "The true measure of a man is how he handles adversity, and nobody did it better. He always found a way to rise above, and there's no question in my mind he is a Hall of Fame player." Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thank you. And so here is Chicago following the score by Golden State.
And he's very confident from that range, but you can't make him all.
Outside Curry. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. 3 shots, 3 baskets. Great efficiency so far. And so Billy Donovan calls timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Richard, it's been a dry spell for the Bulls for a few seasons now. How do they reverse that?
Well, it starts with strong drafts. They haven't had a top 10 pick since 2020, and it's made it hard for them to land some of these bigger prospects and grow from within.
And so here is Chicago. 7-point differential. Sexton misses. The Warriors have gotten off to a perfect 4-for-4 start in the second. Pass to Santos. To the paint. Here's Williams. Count it. 1-for-1 to start the game.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Jones feels it out. And here's Sexton. Collins a screen. There's the three. And it's Sexton with the three. Sexton's got 5 points.
I mean, Sexton can shoot from anywhere. Strong from beyond the arc.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys. Maybe alter some of the game plan. And the Warriors going with a whole new group out there. The Warriors lead by 6. Now here's Melton. He's scoreless. To the middle. And a big finish by Robinson.
They've been the more poised team tonight, and the score reflects that.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for Chicago. Next game, they'll get to take on the Lakers in Los Angeles. It'll be the 4th of 5 games for them on the road. Chicago passing it around. Pass to Collins. Shot clock at 5. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Smith no good.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Outside Curry. Outside Anunoby. The three is up. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Okoro, left side. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. It's going to go on Mitchell Robinson, who's Ellis has checked in for Smith. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. The Warriors lead by 5. Melton outside. To the paint. Stolen by Collins. Pass to Buzelis. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's going to go on Draymond Green.
And at 6'10", Buzelis is becoming a very difficult cover for defenses, especially when he's aggressive in trying to score.
Down the stretch we come in the NBA season, Grant. What are the contenders honed in on?
Well, B.A., the biggest priority is to have everyone healthy. Without a full deck of cards, it's very tough to win a title. And, of course, maintaining positive momentum wouldn't hurt either.
Now here's Jones. Okoro outside. There's the triple. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got his 4th rebound in this one. The Bulls trail by 5. Collins passes to Sexton. Pass to Okoro. Now here's Jones. Oh, Robinson with a block. Curry finds Anunoby. There's a minute 59 left in the first half of this game. And here's Curry for 3. Jones grabs the board.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Drives to the hoop, right through the D for the layup. Jones has got 5 points.
Nice rim protection, and it's still not enough to keep him from getting that layup.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Here for the Warriors. Post is checked in for Robinson. Moody comes in for Green. And it's Curry in for Melton. Minute 32 left to play in the first half. Outside Anunoby. Over Buzelis. And the Warriors miss again.
Coaches loathe empty possessions. You got to be able to hit the easy ones.
Standing just under 7 feet, Zach Collins puts that size to work out there.
Always looking for his next rebound or just a point-blank bucket. Collins knows that his physicality is what he has to bring to the floor, and he operates mostly in the paint.
Here's Curry. Chicago making their last shot.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Collins, no good.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Curry passes to Curry. Rebound by the Bulls. Collins has got 5 rebounds in the game. Okoro passes to Jones. Pass to Collins. Lets it go from deep. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. Collins has got 8 points. It's a tie game in the Bay Area. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And we thank you for joining us at halftime. The Golden State Warriors are in a closely contested game.
They have played like they wanted, fighting for every missed shot. You love to see that passion, man.
Yeah, you can sense the urgency in their game. We'll see if they can sustain it. And a look now at some of the games that have yet to tip this evening. For the Grizzlies, they'll be up against the 76ers out in Philadelphia. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
And this could be a fairly competitive one.
And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. Zach Collins with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
And for Chicago, let's take a look. They've got Okoro, Buzelis out there with Zach Collins. Then there's Colin Sexton, and it's Jones in at the point. Sexton, that's good.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Now Melton hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Down low, stolen by Collins. On the wing, Sexton. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Melton on the wing. Back to Curry. Takes the 3. Money! Stephen Curry, the three-point king.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Sexton for 3. The Warriors pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Moody with it, guarded now by Okoro. Curry surveys. 4-3. They get the rebound. Melton outside. Screen by Robinson. Inside. And a big finish by Robinson.
And when the game is this close, you have to go all out.
He certainly understands his role, huh? When the shot goes up, just crashes the offensive glass.
He's just giving them everything he has. It's why his teammates appreciate and enjoy playing with him.
And so here is Chicago, following the score by Golden State.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Melton. No made baskets yet. To the inside. That's good from Robinson on the assist from Melton. Melton's got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for the Bulls. They trail by 3. Collins with a screen on Curry. Collins outside. The 3 is up. Rebounded by Green.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
And here's Melton. Outside, Green. Inside, here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
Nice timing on the pass from Green, finding the open guy with ease.
So it's Chicago now. It's a 5-point game. Outside Jones. Pass to Buzelis. 3-pointer. Drops in the 3. Buzelis has got 9.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here's Melton. And here's Curry for 3. And Curry answers with a 3 of his own.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Back to Jones. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys.
Adjustments are a part of every game, in every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
And the Warriors will go with a different look here. Post checked in for Robinson. Anunoby comes in for Green. Santos is checked in for Moody. And it's Curry in for Melton. Outside Curry. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
The Bulls making a switch here. Giddey's checked in. Bulls trail by 5. Jones with the ball. Now guarded by Curry. Jones misses.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Now here's Curry. He's closely guarded. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Jones. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. Curry passes to Curry. Count it. And now it's a 9-point Warrior lead.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
Jones finds Collins. They need this. Shot blocked. And it's out of bounds. Still Chicago's ball. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, what a play. I mean, that'll have the offense thinking twice about taking shots in his presence.
Curry with a steal. Anunoby a screen on Giddey. Here's Curry. And he drains it. A solid 5 for 6 now.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Giddey passes to Collins. And here's Jones. He's covered by Curry. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line.
Timeout.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Another thing they're doing well tonight is shooting from long distance. All game long, they've been finding openings at the perimeter.
Spencer checked in for Stephen Curry. Smith, he's checked in for Chicago. That's good from Jones. The Warriors lead by 8. Curry with it. 10 points for him. Down low. Stolen by Giddey. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Chicago shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And he's good on the second. Here's Spencer.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:57 left in the third quarter. Curry goes in. Here's Post. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 5 assists tonight.
Nice vision to spot that feed. It's important for Curry to balance playmaking and scoring.
Now here's Jones. Give him 8. Three-pointer, Buzelis, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
Here's Spencer, defended by Jones. Outside Curry, 6 to shoot. Pass to Anunoby, puts up a 3. Knocks down the triple. Anunoby's got 5 points.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Giddey. Floats one for 3. Smith. Another 3 for Chicago.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Outside Curry. Anunoby, a screen on Giddey. To the middle. Here's Post. Ooh, excellent D there from Smith.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, and you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
Another 3 for Chicago.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Curry. There's a screen. Ooh, he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand.
The previous play is under review.
Officials are going to review the play. They're trying to see if he released the ball before the buzzer or not.
Yeah, they're going to review that shot to make sure he got it off in time, but I think it's going to count.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So the replay was conclusive. Call overturned. Grant, that one's going to count.
And BA, you can argue against replay all you want, but at the end of the day, you want it to be a level playing field. You want the call to be correct.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. Back to the game after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Quentin Post out there with Grant Williams. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Spencer in at the shooting guard position. That's the Warriors 5. And Giddey has got the ball here for Chicago. They trail by 6. Miller, a screen on Curry. Giddey passes to Smith. Back to Giddey. To the paint. Chicago passing it around. Smith no good. The Warriors lead by 6. Here's Spencer. Pass to Anunoby. Here's the 3. And it's Giddey with a rebound. And for Chicago, they're shooting at about 51% for the game so far on this one.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Spencer. He's covered by Simons. Here's Spencer. And the layup is good.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Now here's Giddey. Picked by Smith. And the basket is good.
And so much fight in Josh Giddey. He showed it on the interior that time.
Here's Spencer. Pass to Post. Here's Curry over Giddey. Curry, that's good. And the Warriors lead by 8.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They got to be thankful he's on their squad.
To the inside, Smith. Oh, the dunk by Smith.
Yeah, great find by Giddey, a tall guard who sees the floor so well.
And Steve Kerr calls timeout, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Robinson, he's checked in for Post. Moody comes in for Anunoby, and it's Melton in for Spencer. And a change for the Bulls. Collins, he's checked in for Miller. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
During that break, Coach Steve Kerr had some advice for the team. He said, keep it going, guys. Ride this wave of momentum. We're playing great right now, but we can't let up. Guys, back to you.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks. Off the left rim and out.
Good job hitting the glass. They're +8 in rebounding.
Giddey against Curry. Outside, Williams. Robinson, a screen on Smith. Williams from long range. Here's Robinson. And a big finish by Robinson.
And I just love how he's making the effort plays that everyone around him appreciates.
It is certainly making an impact tonight.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
And so here is Chicago, following the score by Golden State. Here's Giddey. Robinson with the block. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robinson. And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
For Chicago, Buzelis is checked in for Smith. Okoro comes in for Simons. And it's Jones in for Giddey. Clock at 6. Here's Buzelis. Here's Sexton. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Melton outside. Robinson, a screen on Sexton. Melton with the ball. Picked up by Collins. Robinson can't hit. The Bulls trail by 8. To the middle. Buzelis. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Now here's Melton. Williams, a screen on Sexton. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one's on Zach Collins.
Man, the defender really went after him.
D'Anthony Melton.
The free throw drops for Melton. So hits one and misses one at the line. Here's Robinson. Soft touch off the glass. And the Warriors lead by 9.
Whatever adjustments were made at half, boy, they are working. He's looking like a different player since the break.
Jones in the post. He's covered by Curry. Kicks it out to Collins. No good with the triple. The Warriors lead by 9. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Green's checked in for the Warriors. Melton against Sexton. Now Melton. Outside, Green. Just 5 to shoot. Down low. Comes up empty, down low. The Bulls trail by 9. Kicks it out to Collins. Count it. Now 5 of 11 for the game.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Melton outside. Here's Curry. Beyond the arc. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
And this has become expected from Curry. Everyone knows how dangerous he is at getting to his spots and capitalizing.
And timeout is called by Billy Donovan. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Changes here for the Warriors. Post is checked in for Robinson. OG Anunoby comes in for Draymond Green. And it's Curry in for Melton. Here's Jones. Using the glass to lay it in.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
Now here's Anunoby.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
He launches. Jones rips down the board. The Bulls trail by 8. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Oh, he can't get the layup. Now Anunoby. Now Curry puts up the tray. Money from 3.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's Buzelis. Now it's Jones. 6 on the shot clock. Sexton. The 3 is off.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range. Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Warriors.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And another victory added to their resume. This will be their 53rd win of the year.
And that's a sweep of the season series. It's clear who the matchup favored. They'll wish they could have seen more of these guys.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Mitchell Robinson.
And what effort he had on the board, displaying some great fight, willing to battle down low.
Defensive foul. Moses Moody. First personal foul. First team foul.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Now Curry for three. Rebounded by Smith. And so the Warriors take the win. A competitive game. You have to feel like this crowd gave him a little extra edge.
Yeah, they really fed off the energy. You saw their activity level go up. Just a tremendous performance.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce, who is now with our player of the game.
Thanks so much, Stephen. A big-time victory tonight. What aspect of this win pleases you the most?
It was a full team effort. Obviously, you look at the stat sheet, but the little things I'm talking about that we did to win the game tonight are huge. And that's when it's winning time, we showed up, and that means a lot.
It's got to feel good to see it come together. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. And let's reveal our player of the game, Stephen Curry.